The Todd Shapiro Show. Canada Laughs. SiriusXM 168.
How are you doing? Who's this woman?
We'll introduce her right now.
Let's roll up on the latest legalization news with Bobina Inc.'s Melissa Rolston.
All right, welcome back to the show brought to you by Van Bex in the Tweeting Studios. How you doing, Melissa?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean's a funny guy.
Was fun.
I'm getting my ab workout right now.
I wish I was.
It's because you're doing too much talking and
I
not
am
enough
really
laughing.
not allowing it to happen.
Actually, that's a good point. Do you ever... I mean, it's funny. My bosses once said, you kind of laugh too much. Like, I've heard that. Like, just...
Don't laugh at your own jokes.
Yeah.
Well, I say I have a prone to laugh because I make up things to the point where it gets so ridiculous and I laugh about that I'm actually saying it. That makes me laugh.
Yeah, how did you get there? You're like, how did my own mind get to this place right now?
But I have to say I rarely laugh at things. Like, I appreciate funny things, but I rarely laugh at them. But I went to Deadpool 2. It is hilarious all the way through it. Have you seen it?
No, and a great endorsement. And I love the first one for that reason.
It is so funny.
That's a great example of how, like, advertising should work. How they're self-deprecating in the middle of their movie and, like, break the point of access.
Well, he constantly turns and goes, in a real movie, we'd have more mutants. We only got these two X-Men, the big silver one and what's he call her? Justin Bieber. Anyway, it's pretty funny. And then there's scenes where I'm not going to give it away, but it's full of just hilarious stuff. Like it's a genius role for him. Perfect. And you know what you should do? Get some legalized marijuana, and then go and watch it. Get smoked up and go, because you will laugh even more.
Yeah. Speaking of which, are we getting closer to that?
Yeah, it's happening.
What's the day? What's going on?
I don't know what the day is because they keep changing it. I'm assuming sometime in September is what the
I thought
word
it
on
was
the
supposed to
street
be
is.
Canada Day.
Yeah, but then they thought that it was going to get changed to Cannabis Day, so they.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's true.
I kind of wanted to talk about an issue that's really close to my heart, though, and it's called cannabis amnesty, and basically it's about anyone who kind of has any sort of possession charge, just for it to be taken away.
Retroactively removed.
Yeah, exactly.
Expunged.
Because unfortunately, a lot of communities and mainly minorities have been prosecuted for as little as a gram, and it's given them a criminal record. Or some people in the States, it's a lot more intense, and they go to jail and they've been locked away for a couple of years for like having one or two joints on them. So I think that this is definitely something that we should implement in Canada, as we aren't going to be decriminalizing it until legalization, but I think that we should be able to allow
have an amnesty. Amnesty is a great thing.
Yeah, right?
I'm just got to be honest. I'm a little skeptical on it, because if some were more serious crimes, how do you weigh them? And at the time,
major trafficking charges wouldn't be included. It would be like small possession charges.
The small possession, I get. Like your buddy, you went to go smoke a joint in the alleyway, and your buddy and a cop saw you for some reason. Next thing you know, you can't leave the country for the last 25 years.
Yeah, exactly, and that actually happened to someone in my family. They got caught with a joint one time, and they used to go to the NASCAR race every year in the States. And
do you want like just the NASCAR race?
I don't know what one it is, so we're just going to say the NASCAR race.
I would imagine it'd be the Daytona 500.
Is it the one where you can just drive across the border?
Well,
Cayuga Raceways?
All of them, really.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah.
Well,
what, Indianapolis 500?
I'm pretty. I don't know. No. I'm not a car racing person.
Well, you better learn.
I know.
If you're gonna get an amnesty, you've got to learn all about NASCAR.
Can you teach me about NASCAR?
No, nobody can.
Is it the SpongeBob one, or is it the one that's sponsored by Cheez-Its Nuts?
I have no idea. But yeah, so they were going one year. They had been going every single year.
Sure.
And then one day they were like, no, you can't cross the border any longer. And they had got caught with a joint when they were 19, and now they're in their 50s. And they still can't even go to the States.
God,
so
the travesty of missing a car race where cars only go to the left. that would be... Oh, God, how could they live?
What I don't understand is why they don't do another series of races to the right.
To compete with them.
Like, I don't understand. And you'd never have to have a vehicle that has, like, good steering, because you just have to go to the left all the time, right? You don't even need the right side, do you?
Or they could do like on an ice skating rink where they blow the whistle and then you have to switch which way you're going.
That'd be great.
That would be an interesting point. Like, it reminds me of there's a game. I forget the game. You know that running thing you used to do in the gym. You go like, and then you'd have to go back and then
Shuttle
back.
run.
Yeah, yes. Do that in car race. That's a great idea.
Right?
That would fuck people up though when they stopped.
They just have to like bust a U on the track.
Bust to you.
Bust a U. John,
You
yeah.
want it.
But yeah, so going back
You
to
got it.
cannabis amnesty campaign.
Will they do this? I mean, because it's been brought up on the show before, and it's even been brought up with like some big guys who are in the industry on the investment side and stuff.
Yeah, they actually have a whole entire campaign going right now, and they're looking to raise 5,000 signatures by June 2018 and 10,000 by the end of summer, so that their founder Anna Marie is able to go to the Senate to address the needs for amnesty.
Is she not allowed to go to the Senate
no, she
now
can go,
because of a drug charge that's in the
No.
past?
Well, I mean,
I'm
I don't know
joking.
anything about her personally.
I'm
I just
joking.
have a friend who's working on the campaign, and so basically, they just want to collect these signatures so that they have enough backing when she goes to present to the Senate, and they're actually being endorsed by Jamie Saw, Kirk Tusaw, a Liberal MP, Nathaniel Smith, the Green Party leader, who is Mike. I don't know how to say his last
So
name,
surely they can
but-
raise this, and I'll bring up an example of something I've seen on change.org today.
Yeah.
There's a big petition going on right now. Change, this is real too. Change the word no in the English language to yesn't.
Stop.
That's idiotic.
It has 38,699 signatures to get to 50,000. So surely if this...
Yeah, well, that's not going to...
That's
Who
not real,
cares,
though.
though?
That's not
Who cares if it gets 50,000 signatures? No one's going to use it.
But it's making headways is my point. I mean, yesn't? Is that is no too harsh? I can't imagine in very silly.
No one likes to say
you're-
no. Just go to
But
Hollywood.
Someone puts a gun on you to rob you, and you're like, don't rob me now. You got. Oh, that's not a word. I
Yesn't.
don't understand yet.
Yesn't. Don't rob me. Yesn't.
my God.
Shoot me in the head.
Oh my goodness.
Yesn't.
But yeah, no. So if anyone listening wants to head
All
over
right.
to Cannabis Amnesty,
You think people are gonna get off their ass? That's the other bigger problem. Where do they got to go somewhere? Oh, they got to go
they
to a
just go to
website.
the
Tell
website.
them there'll be
yeah,
snacks.
Okay.
Or it's Cannabis Amnesty on Twitter or Instagram. You can access anything there, but you can read all up about it. And if it's something that you support,
If I were you, I don't know if I would encourage people to do this. Because
Why?
it means that your cousins could then go over the border to start supporting NASCAR again, and that you're losing out on money on the will. Like they're not spending as much money by not.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
oh my God, stop.
NASCAR.
You know, I never care about wells. If it happens, it happens.
Oh, that's kind.
Yeah, you
That's
know?
sweet.
I'd
That's
rather have
nice.
them in my life.
True.
It's just the added bonus if you get handed a nice little check.
Oh, I thought you said wheels.
Will,
No, I know.
Will Gear,
No, I
Will.
said well. Yeah. Oh my God,
Arnett.
you guys are ridiculous.
Well, that's called passion. That's called. When I was young, I thought the same way till I had a kid and wanted to explore for him.
I want more money. I want more money in my life. If it means that you have to die, okay.
Oh my God. You could just make your kid a shareholder of your company.
In this company, Jesus.
Before you know it, he'd be charged.
Just don't tell him though.
Chairman
Don't tell him
of
till he's 18.
operations, and you'd be out.
Yeah, he'd kick me. He'd find a way. Or
No, you just don't give him. You give him common shares with no voting rights.
Or you're getting real technical. Or ending up like Trump's kid and hunting, endangered species. That's once you make him like
Oh
that
my
kind
That's a great idea. Huh? I don't mind if you hunt endangered species, except only if it's hand to hand. You know, like if you're going to shoot them from far away, if you have to punch an elephant to death, and you can, okay,
that is the.
have a go.
You deserve to win that one.
Go ahead. Siberian tiger, go ahead, punch it out. You think you can do it? You want that on your wall? Go get it. But no
Could
weapons.
you imagine getting in a boxing match with a gorilla?
Oh, you'd be killed. You know, people think bears are cute, and they're like, they'll tear your face off.
No. It's
Oh,
not.
did you hear this? This is great. Trump is reversing some Obama-era legislation that now allows, in Alaska, on public lands, that people can put out donuts and bacon to attract bears and shoot them, and also shoot bears and cubs in their den while they're hibernating.
Oh,
so now the
man.
law has been repealed.
When they're sleeping.
Yeah, but there's nothing more challenging than approaching a sleeping bear in the winter, right? I mean, it's terrifying how they could suddenly wake up from a 3-month sleep.
So sad.
What's next? Old people under anesthetic for surgery?
No, because Trump is an old person,
Oh,
so
that's right.
they'll never do anything. Only old people will survive in the future. It's going to be great.
It's the only way to protect.
We're going to save the old people. I have a wonderful idea, a brilliant plan. We have the best people working on it. A lot of people are very excited. It's huge. It's going to be huge. We're going to have huge parks where old people can wander and put out donuts for bears. They can then shoot the bears and enjoy the bears any way they want.
There's nothing better than a fat bear.
There's nothing better than a fat bear. If you have a fat bear, you can bring it in, and we will have the best people working on it. I do not know who they are, but it's going to be the best. It's going to be huge. Huge.
The bacon does sound good though. Like I
Bacon
understand
on
why
a
a bear
donut.
would. I understand why a bear would come for the bacon. Like
Bacon on a donut. Bring some bacon on a donut to our next rally. Show you support. Mueller is wrong. I am right.
I'm
the
surprised-
FBI was investigating me, but I just put a bear with a donut in the car. Anyway,
I'm
sorry.
surprised Trump didn't when they brought the embassy to Jerusalem.
Oh, good idea.
I'm surprised he didn't do that with bacon as well. That'll solve everything here. Like
We're going to be throwing bacon to the
Oh
protesters.
my god!
I just
thought that they don't even eat pork.
that's why I'm
Exactly.
saying that that's the joke. Okay.
we enraged them further by
Right
throwing
over my head,
bacon.
as per usual.
Bacon.
So amnesty for I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
So like I mean it doesn't. There's a lot of hypocritical thoughts behind all of this.
Well, there's a difference between
know-
being a drug trafficker and being someone who's
Who got caught with a
used.
small possession. Exactly. And that's what it's geared towards. It's not geared towards people that are
So
chopping
let's do it. I'll
pounds.
sign that.
You should sign
I'll
it.
sign that. That sounds fair.
I'll sign it too.
think that's
You have
important.
to Instagram
We
it.
all needed a second chance. Except dirty bears.
Are you going to sign it?
I would sign it for certain.
Okay, cool.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That was it today.
Well, and like Lyft is coming up this weekend, so I hope to see some people there.
Yeah, Lyft is a big expo in town. Lyft, like Cannabis Expo, and
It's
they
nothing to do with the Uber
the competitors. No,
competitors.
No.
but if they were
This Lyft is all about smoking.
It's called Lyft and Co.
Lyft and Co.
Yeah, it's a media company, and they throw this massive conference
Oh boy.
in Vancouver and Toronto.
And so what happens at the conference?
Everybody comes.
And what do they do there?
Well, there's different days. So there's an industry day, so it's more B2B, and then there's
what does B2B mean? I never,
business to
business?
business.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I honestly, I've heard it. What is so? What's A to A? Does that exist?
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah, I always heard B2B. I'm like, that sounds
Yeah,
Ass to
B2B,
ass.
business to business, B2C,
That's my
business to
kind of
customer.
thing. Okay.
B2C is.
Oh,
We'll go
B2C.
over- yeah, B2C.
That's the
business
other
So
to
one.
there's
customer,
S to
yeah.
B and B2C. So supplier to business, business to customer.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you just sounded like you're getting mad at me.
The Todd Shapiro Show. Canada Laughs. SiriusXM 168.